nervous system consists of brain, spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system consists of the somatic nervous system and the autonomous nervous system. So we have discussed anatomy of each system. Today, we have a small, less than 10 minutes clip on the autonomous nervous system, which includes the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system, the nervous system that is not under direct control, that is absolutely without our control. We cannot control it. How the food is being digested in our stomach, how the heart is beating, how the respiration is taking place, those things are not under our control. That is why we are naming that system as autonomous. You can sync with that term with automatic. It's happening by itself. So we're talking about that nervous system. Now here, you see, this is a very interesting system. This consists of two divisions, the sympathetic division and parasympathetic division. For the label I'm writing here, we call it popularly as ANS. ANS means autonomous nervous system. So autonomous nervous system. NS is for the nervous system. And it has got two divisions, sympathetic and the other division is parasympathetic. Now, sympathetic and parasympathetic, these are the two divisions of this system. And this system involves the nerves that goes from the spinal cord into the various organs and controls as I told you already, automatic, controlling the heart, controlling the digestion, controlling the respiration, everything that we cannot by ourselves control it. So sort of involuntary. Now, tell you the slight brief anatomy that we discussed earlier. Slight brief anatomy of this. This both consist of two principal ganglion. I mean, two ganglion forming this. The first is starting from the spinal cord. And please draw this so as to review it all. And this is a spinal cord, and this has got a synapse which is very close to it goes to the organ. It could be any organ. It could be heart, it could be respiratory organs, it could be this thing. So this is a synapse. So synapse is formed very close to the spinal cord. This is the sympathetic nervous system. This is the anatomy of the sympathetic nervous system. But if you see the anatomy of the parasympathetic nervous system, which I'm drawing below, this first neuron is very long and the other neuron is very short. You see that where the synapse is formed? This is the spinal cord, and that is the organ, same organ. And here, this is a synapse. This is a synapse. Now, there is a neurotransmitter being released here, and this neurotransmitter is here, as you saw yesterday, how the neurotransmitter is a chemical. There's a chemical here. Now, there's a chemical here. There's a chemical here. Now, interesting thing is the name of this chemical is acetylcholine. I'll write for different pen. Acetylcholine here. ACH, called as ACH, acetylcholine. And here in this sympathetic nervous system, there is a chemical called as norepinephrine, NE. And here it's acetylcholine and acetylcholine. ACH. So this is principal difference. One system is, as the thing is that it is having acetylcholine at one end and norepinephrine at the other end of a rat being chased by a cat. Now, see, put yourself in the position of a rat. How a rat feels when he sees a cat around. First thing that comes to the rat is to see that the animal he's scared of is actually the cat. Right? He must see it. So for that to happen, his pupil must dilate. The first key step is dilatation of the pupil. Dilatation of the pupil of the eye. His pupil dilates, so whatever light, cat likes to prey in darkness, and rats are normally in darkness, they are scared of any movement. So dilatation of the pupil is the first thing. Once the rat sees the cat, what happens to the poor rat? His heartbeat goes up. Heartbeat goes up. He's not going to now, he's trying to run now. His heartbeat goes up, his breathing goes up. Fight or flight? Either fight. He can't fight the cat, big cat. He cannot fight it. Only thing he has to fight, he has to flight. He has to use flight. Now he's using flight means the first is he must see he must see that the animal is cat. So dilatation of the pupil of the eye, dilation of the pupil of the eye, so that any light can go. Second step, heartbeat increases. Third step, breathing increases. Fourth step, glucose rushes to the blood. And fifth step, if our rat now tries to stop and to urinate or to defecate, something like that, he is going to be pounced upon by the cat. So his urinary and the anal sphincter will shut. So this exactly happens to us in stress condition. When we are stressed out, our urinary sphincter as well as the anal sphincter, they shut down. They close, right? So that one is prepared for flight. He's going to run. If he stops in between to urinate, he's going to be caught by the cat, right? If he's going to stop for pissing out, he's going to be caught. And if our rat is lucky, very lucky, and he only gets a scratch from the cat, that clotting time is also reduced by the reinforcement of the sympathetic system. Clotting time, blood clotting time is also reduced. Normal blood clotting time is 3 minutes. His clotting time is reduced to 1 minute. If our rat gets a small scratch, right? But when everything is over, I think you remember those points. I remember those points. We'll write it. Don't worry. I'll give you the assignment to write. Don't worry about it. So you've got it. What is flight, right? The other thing is the parasympathetic nerve. Once the cat is gone, which system gets in? Parasympathetic. Now our rat is resting. His digestion will improve. Everything what is eaten will be very well digested. His heart rate will come to the normal. His breathing will come to the normal. He can urinate. He can defecate, right? Now he can do everything. He can restore the restoration of the normal activity. I think you followed. As long as you remember this cat and rat example, you cannot forget this. We will discuss the details of this a bit later, but at this time we don't have time. It's a small snip. So we have questions to ask. If you have any questions to ask, you.
Is that auto?
Say.
How do I pronounce it?
Autoimmune system.
Yeah. Is that nervous system a part of PNS?
Okay. Autonomous nervous system.
Yeah.
Autonomous nervous system. Automatic. You can say automatic also. Autonomous nervous system is definitely a part of the PNS. PNS consists of two. One is the somatic, the other is autonomous. Right? PNS means peripheral. That means not in the brain. Anything outside the brain is peripheral, and peripheral is the major division. Autonomous is the minor division. Any other question?
Will our digestion be better at rest or in the state of excitement?
That's a good question. Digestion will be better in the case of parasympathetic nervous system because that is relaxing. So digestion, gallbladder activity, salivation, everything that is connected with the digestive process will do the best when one is at rest. Right? When you are rested, fully rested, which system is acting? Parasympathetic. Now the cat has gone, the rat is rested, so his parasympathetic nervous system is in action. You may have many questions, but you can email and we'll respond from there. Okay.
What are we clapping for? Why did we clap for Aaron?
Because he is simply did before everybody else. That's guys admitted. And he did everything right. I saw it. That was the first one. And then I saw.
Well, why don't we clap for me? Because I got changed this morning.
And then I saw Bobby.
Hey, I put on jeans this morning.
I asked Bobby, how did you do?
Just clap for Aaron because he's been so happy.
I don't really appreciate
I asked Caitlin how she did. I never see her so sad. So I'll tell you one exercise where we use the concept of conservation of energy, right? I'll take that popular example you already discussed. That bridge is the elevation of 30 degrees. He grabs, this time he doesn't grab his girlfriend, let him grab a tree trunk or something like this, okay? So, right here, now this distance is n sine theta, sine 30. N sine 30 is 5, right? So, his mass is not given, we do all the way. So, you can substitute the values now and get the results. What are the results you're going to get? You're going to find this velocity here, this velocity. He wants you to find
the change in its momentum multiplied by time.
no. Momentum equals to impulse. Didn't you see that?
And it goes on here. Yeah, I've already done all that here. Kevin, you violated some of our First Amendment rights.
You should know from the First Amendment I'm allowed to record anywhere I want. I have the right.
Potential elastic energy is this one, right? Is there any mass here? There's no mass. It doesn't affect the mass. Okay? And if I double the mass, the kinetic energy